Ugh, hey guys, I am so sad. So I had started doing an illustration a while back, and I had to put it on the back burner to do other things in life, and I finally had the time to actually start to paint it. And I was really enjoying the look of this illustration, and I just knew it was going to turn out fabulous. The issue is I did it on a type of paper I had never used before, and I didn't test the paper first, which was a huge flaw in my planning. For the record, it was the Clairefontaine watercolor journal in tan, the paint on paper, which I've used that paper before. I've used the green toned one in like the paper pad version, and I just did watercolor and it was fine. But this is the tan journal, which I've never used before. And I don't know, I used masking fluid of course, on the character. When I was painting, I did the background first, and I saved my character with masking fluid. And I've used this; it's almost empty. I've used this many times before, but this time it just happened to rip the literal like hide off of my paper. Anywhere that the masking fluid was on, when I went to peel the masking fluid off, it ripped the paper off with it, and effectively destroyed my perfectly good illustration that I was so looking forward to finishing, and I'm just kind of really heartbroken. So I've tried to salvage it, and it is just not. If you've ever tried painting on like shredded paper, it's just not going well, and I'm very dissatisfied. So I think what I'm going to try and do is like a take two and try and save it. Luckily, I take lots of photos, and I'm going to try and, trace my original illustration on paper that I am familiar with. This is the Strathmore mixed media paper, which I have been drawing on, and you can see it handles paint and obviously handled masking fluid just fine. Although now I'm afraid to use the masking fluid at all. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to try and trace. The only problem with tracing is that tracing doesn't have the same line quality. When you're sketching it by hand yourself, you have lines that you're just confident in, and it adds to the character and like the, I don't know, emotional quality, whatever, of the lines. It has a personality to it. So when you're tracing, there's very much so a look of if something has been traced. So this may not work out either. I'm going to try, see if we can salvage it, but or not. Maybe nothing will happen of this at all, and I'll just end up erasing it and then whatever. But that's what I'm going to do today. I can't film me tracing because I have to use my phone, and I'm using my phone to film, so I'm going to have to turn that off. I have an app on my phone that will allow me to trace, and we'll do that, and then if I am successful, I'll show you what it looks like. So this is what take number 2 looks like, and luckily I had saved the original sketch. I had taken a photo of it before I had started painting the original one. So this is me after I've done tracing, and I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to go back and use the Holbein acrylic gouache. I'm going to use the navy blue instead of the Turner gouache that I had used before. So because I had traced my original drawing, I had to make some adjustments to this one because not everything translates over well when you're trying to trace. I did actually go out and purchase some graphite transfer paper because I've never used it before, and I thought it might be easier to trace, but I actually didn't end up using it. I just ended up using an app on my phone and lowering the opacity of my original sketch, and I just transferred it over by holding my phone over the sketchbook. But that's how I ended up getting this drawing transferred over. And this is the part I'm most nervous for. Second attempt at painting. This is where it had all gone awry the first time around, particularly in the orange of the tiger. The parts of the sketch that weren't ruined by the masking fluid were dyed blue from the masking fluid, and it just made the orange color super muddy, and I feel like I've lost my mojo, but we're gonna give this a try. So laying down our first layer of watercolor first and pray for the best. I'll stop talking and I'll see you guys at the end. And with that, I am finished. Rest in peace, old drawing that kind of crapped out. So I'm going to scan this in and digitally edit the background to make it look presentable, but we are done. And as per usual, thank you so much, guys, for watching. Have a good day.